Get ready. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Start. Sir, after long discussions, we are about to pass this bill. Many of our suggestions have not been accepted, and we shall continue to press them in future whenever we get a chance. As you know, even before this measure came, I brought in an amendment to Section 293 prohibiting donations to political parties. We may do it from this side of the House through private members' bills. Now, I will make a few suggestions. Whatever little improvements have been made, despite the fact that they have not gone very far at all, very much will depend on how the law is administered, and we find from our experience that whenever a measure of this kind is passed, containing neither so bad nor so good provisions, they are not properly implemented. There are certain provisions in the bill which are important and they should be enforced. We can enforce them. Sir, great responsibility devolves on the Department of Company Affairs. In this connection, you will have noticed that in the course of the discussions, none from this side or from the other side of the House made any adverse remarks about the company law administration. We have done so not because we have not got one or two complaints about them, but we know that they have been subjected to severe attack by big businessmen who are trying to malign the Department of Company Affairs and make it look as if it is a bureaucratic department not interested in public good but interested in self-aggrandizement and so on. That is why we thought that this institution, the Department of Company Affairs, should be given a little protection, and that protection we have given. What we would not like is this. Firstly, we would like the organization to be developed in very many centers like Calcutta, Kanpur, Madras, Delhi, Bombay, etc. But you do not have enough officers. I think in order to implement a measure of this kind, we must have a larger number of officers and personnel. Some people might ask, how is it that the Communist Party, which has been pressing for economy, now comes out with this suggestion for extension of what might be called the bureaucracy? I do not view it from this angle at all, because no party is going to implement this. It is the government which will have to implement the measure, and above all, it is the Department of Company Affairs which will have to implement this. That is why they should be given adequate personnel for dealing with so vast and complicated a problem as this. If you look into the report of the Department of Company Affairs, you will have that the number of inspectors and others is very few, even in a place like Calcutta, which is a big business center. I think Bombay and Calcutta together account for nearly 45% of the companies. Now, the number is very small. Therefore, it has to be increased. I do not say that the top should be increased, but it should be duly increased. Then, sir, the responsibility must be passed on to Parliament. The Department of Company Affairs should listen to what everybody says, read what is written about the company management, big business concerns, read what they say in the press, what we from the opposition say. They do not come to listen to the debates, but they can certainly get hold of the proceedings and study them. They can study what appears in the newspapers and take measures. My experience in this matter is not so happy. We had brought many things to the notice of the House. We had named concerns like fair growth and so on. We had named many people that way so that investigation could take place. Up to date, we do not know what has happened. Therefore, it is essential that when we bring things to the knowledge of the House or to the knowledge of the Department of Company Affairs, they should look into them. Not only that, we should have at least some kind of an assurance that they are looking into them, and we would be interested in knowing the results of their examination. I do not say that you believe everything that we say, but certainly when things are said by various parties from responsible quarters, whether in the press or by the representatives of the public, they need to be looked into with a certain measure of seriousness. That seriousness seems to be lacking. Then, sir, there is a fear on the part of the Department of Company Affairs about doing certain things against people very high up. They should be free from that fear. I think it will be a creditable action if they could haul up certain elements in big business and fix them up for the crimes they are committing. Even if certain ministers and others may be annoyed with them for the time being, the entire people will bless the Department of Company Affairs for this yeoman service.